So today we're going to be showing a video of our Brugger and Thomet. This is the TP9. I've had one of these in the past, back when DSA was actually importing them. Long story short, I sold this to a buddy of mine, thinking that when I went to SHOT Show, I'd talk to DSA and pick up another one for myself. So I sold it, went to SHOT Show, told them that I needed to get another one. They informed me that they no longer were the importer for the TP9. So sad day for me. This was one of my favorite guns. I never actually got a chance to SBR that one before I actually got rid of it. Always wanted another one. So now we have this one here, which I will be short barreling, no doubt about that. So you guys will see that here in the future. As soon as we get the paperwork back on that, we'll be out here running it for you guys. I do plan to get the suppressor for this as well, which is a specific suppressor. This is a very weird 3-lug system, but B&T actually has their own suppressor for this, and we'll be having one of those as well. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the gun today, put a few rounds through it. I'll have Clayton put a few rounds through it for you as well. We are running a Trijicon RMR on this with a American Defense QD mount. Let's go ahead and throw a few rounds through it, see how it functions. I've got a couple different capacity magazines here. Go ahead and show you guys the magazines too. Most of the B&T guns that you see take these magazines, the APC9, the 26, the TP9 here, they all take this same magazine, which is a plus because we do plan to get an APC9 here in the future as well. But let's go ahead and see how she runs. Has a charging handle, very similar to what you would find on an AR-15. You just take both fingers, pull back, and then it has a crossbar safety right here. You have your magazine and a crossbar safety here. Here on the other side, we have a slide release. But let's go ahead and take it off safe and see how it functions. Last round hold open, everything worked fine. I got another magazine here. All right, so let's go ahead and try the other magazine. This is a 30 rounder. The one we were shooting before, I believe, was a 15. And I think they have 15, 20s, or maybe 25s and 30s. But let's go ahead, load the magazine, and I'm gonna try the slide release here on the side, and we'll just push that down. That works very smoothly, a lot more smoothly than some of the handguns on the market that you see today. But let's go ahead and put a few more rounds through it here. One thing I did want to show you, actually, that I forgot, let me turn it back, put the safety back on, is this does come with a rail here on the bottom, and I did remove that. Since I can't put a vertical grip on here, this is not registered as an AOW or any other weapon. So I took that off. It's much more comfortable and easy to get a grip on right here. So that's why we did that. And then also, we can bring it out, both hands on. Hold open on the last round again, no issues there. Now, so this does have an ambidextrous magazine release. You can release it here on the right side or here on the left side of the gun as well. So show you that it works here. And then the crossbar safety that I was mentioning earlier. This is kind of what you would see on a 1022, something like that, just a little crossbar safety. But the sights are very rudimentary. I'm really not going to use them. They do work fine. I've used these sights on my old TP9 and they work great, but this really screams for a red dot. I'm really excited to get the suppressor for this and to SBR this for you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Clayton, let him put some rounds downrange. If I'm not mistaken, I think this may be his first TP9 experience too.
Yep.
Yep, so that'll be cool just to see what he thinks of it. The gun shoots very smoothly. I was really impressed with it before when I had the earlier model. These are very high-end made guns. It's exactly what you would expect from B&T. If you haven't heard of B&T, they are now importing their own stuff through B&T USA. Look them up. They make some really, really nice firearms. The one downside to these guns are they're not cheap. They're expensive. This gun here, I think you're looking at anywhere between the $1,600 and $1,800 range. For a B&T AP9, they're going to run you between $2,000 and $2,200. So they are not the cheapest in the world, but you do get what you pay for, especially in the firearms industry most of the time. And these are very high quality guns. So let's go ahead. I'm going to switch places with Clayton and let him put some rounds downrange for you guys.
Ready?
Good to go. So what'd you think?
It's a really smooth shooting gun. I mean, you can tell, you know, when you start shooting these larger format pistols like the TP9 and the other series from B&T and some of the other companies, right, like the CZ Scorpion, they're meant to be SBRs.
Right.
You know, and that's the big difference there, is that I think for anybody that's going to go into this, appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
Which is it really shines in the SBR platform. Does it function as a pistol just like that? Yeah, it functions fine. Are there better choices in that design?
Absolutely.
Yeah, a Glock or something like that, you know, is going to be more usable from just a pistol standpoint. You know, where I really, kind of like you said earlier, where this is really going to make a difference is as an SBR, and especially, you know, a suppressed SBR. It has me
right,
thinking along the lines of a MP7.
Yeah.
You know, and that type of design. And there's a reason that companies like B&T are making high-end stuff designed like this. It functions well,
yep,
and it certainly serves a purpose. So.
I mean, to me, this is like the ultimate truck gun in SBR format.
Yeah.
I mean,
talking about a small platform, wow. And 30 rounds of 9mm. I mean, you know, look at the MP5, the MP7,
right,
and all the different guns, the predecessors to platforms like this. 9mm is a fantastic ballistically. It's a great round, personal defense round, I think, and allows you to have a large capacity in a really small platform with not a lot of weight either.
The thing I liked about it too is the different form factors of the magazines. The flush fit magazine, which if you guys have never seen like the holsters for these, we actually have one of the holsters for these. It's an awesome setup.
Being able to deploy that from a leg holster,
right,
is certainly, you know,
and with this being SBR'd, it's a very small, and I apologize for the helicopter, but that's just them watching us as normal. But it's just a stick, you know, stock that just folds along the side, so you can still holster this. It still locks in with that, but to be able to carry that under a coat or something like that, it's just, this gun is kind of like the PS90 to me,
right,
in that they're nothing alike, but it's, you know, it's meant to be an SBR. So if you're looking into one of these, they are great to have in your collection as a pistol, but really, I wouldn't own it without being an SBR.
Yeah,
myself.
I think that's the big draw to me, is that to SBR it, or you know, somebody comes out with a brace function that allows you to get down on the gun a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful platform. It's very well made. It's hard to translate that, I think, on camera.
Yeah.
So when you're holding this pistol, you know, this is one of my first experiences with B&T products, and people you talk to about B&T, they're a Swiss company, and you start thinking of Swiss watches and
right, exactly,
all the really fine craftsmanship. You know, it translates to the firearm industry as well. I mean, these guys make a lot of products, if I'm not mistaken, for HK.
Yes, yeah.
They're an OEM to HK,
right,
which, I think so.
And even Dakota Tactical now is using a lot of B&T barrels. They sell a lot of their stuff. They're or a dealer for them as well. So
yeah, I think if DT's willing to put their name behind a product line as far as being a dealer for them, it says something because they've got pretty high standards.
absolutely. I mean, you know, getting off topic here. I mean, when have you ever seen, you know, HK share somebody else's material that makes, you know, that makes the same product? So, yeah, Joe's a great guy. He makes a great product. But yeah, you know, just judging by this, when you first get it and you start playing around with this, which this is very smooth, but I didn't expect the gun to fire, you know, the recoil impulse and stuff to be as smooth as it is with this, but it really is.
Yeah, it's a good mention of the recoil impulse because that comes down on so many different guns that how is the recoil impulse? And that goes into the design and the placement of all your internals and really the functioning of it. And the recoil impulse in this is great. It's a large format pistol right now.
Right.
And there's some large format pistols out there that as large format pistols, they're really not very good.
Right.
They shine as SBRs. This one does, it plays two roles really well, I would imagine. I mean, it fires fine and functions fine as a pistol. I can only assume that in SBR format, it would just take it up a couple notches.
Yeah, it's like you were saying, as shooting as a pistol, you do get that rock that would, you know, just having that stock would just take that away.
Absolutely.
But, and also adding that suppressor will eat up a lot of that recoil as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic gun, guys. Look forward to doing some more stuff with this, especially once we get the suppressor and are able to put a stock on this. So as the ATF is running right now, we'll see you next summer. Right. But
we'll be a lot grayer.
Yeah,
that's
true.
True.
But that's it, guys. Very short video. We just wanted to show you the before we actually got it, the paperwork back, and show you the way this gun was meant to be. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, favorite, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.